My name is Walter Unglaub, and this is what happens to the nucleus inside of stars. So a nucleus in physics is the core of an atom. In stars, such as ours, there is a core in the star where the temperatures exceed 15 million degrees Kelvin, and one of the dominant processes that yields light and heat from our star is what's called the proton-proton chain. Now this is a three-step process, and I'm going to describe what that process is here. So we start with the nuclei of hydrogen. So here is a proton, and we have another proton, which is also the nucleus of another hydrogen atom. And if the temperatures and pressures are high enough, then they will actually fuse. And what comes out of this energetic process is a deuteron, which is one proton and one neutron. Or in other words, H2. A deuteron is the nucleus of an isotope of hydrogen. In addition, we have a positron coming out of this reaction, which is a positively charged electron, and also a neutrino, denoted by the Greek letter nu. That covers the first step of the process. For the second step, we're going to have the deuteron, which is the nucleus, again, of the H2 atom, and another proton, another hydrogen 1 nucleus, fused together at, again, sufficiently high temperatures and pressures. And out of this reaction, we get a high-energy photon, denoted by the Greek letter gamma, and also a helium-3 nucleus, which is comprised of 2 protons and 1 neutron. So now we've set the stage for the third part of the reaction. If there's another helium-3 nucleus bouncing around, and the energies are sufficiently high, then both of these nuclei will fuse themselves, and energy will be produced. And out of this reaction comes helium-4, which is the nucleus of your standard helium atom, and you'll also produce 2 hydrogen nuclei, or in other words, 2 protons in this process. So we've started out with 2 hydrogen nuclei in the core of the star, and it undergoes this fusion process involving 3 parts to the chain reaction, where ultimately we have, once again, 2 hydrogen nuclei, but also a heavier element, which is helium. This process, known as the proton-proton chain, occurs at the cores of all stars and is very important for the production of energy and light. My name is Walter Unglaub, and this is what happens to the nucleus inside of stars.